All right, so here we are, and today I'm actually using StreamYard, so it's going to take me a minute just to make sure that things are going all well and good over on YouTube. As soon as I see that it is up there and going, then I will shut it off and I will pay attention over here. I see there are a few people in the chat. I'm excited to talk to you today. Oh, it looks there it goes, and I'm watching the ad. So it's nice to know that the ads are on. I know that those are annoying to you folks, but sorry. Anyway, I got my coffee and I'm here to talk to everyone, and I'm excited to hear how you have been this week. If you look at me right now, you will notice that I look like I just rolled out of bed, and that is because I'm working today. That's the plan, and I don't feel the need to get all dressed up and gussied up to do my work today. So cheers and welcome. It's nice to see everybody. And who do we have over in the chat? We have Jiha. And again, if I get your name wrong, just correct me and tell me what's up. We've got Jay. What's up? How's it going? Nice to see you again. Sabine is here. What's up? What's up? Josh is here, and I say hello, and your picture cracks me up. It totally cracks me up. Denise is here, and I say, hey, how's it going? And there is Pete. So today, what is on the plan? Well, one is if there are questions, I guess the comments are over there somewhere. If you have them, let me know. Mostly, I want to hear what you folks are doing, what you have done in the last week. And I'm using StreamYard, so again, I can use these fun little banners basically to remind you to tell me what's up so that I can pat myself on the back for you. And also tell you what I'm planning on working on today. I don't plan on going on a super long stream today unless people really have a lot of stuff that they want to chat about. And there is Carl. And hey, Carl, I wanted to let you know that I am really enjoying sort of the progress of your videos lately. I feel like you're putting a lot into them, and I feel like you're really contributing a lot to the community right now. Not that you weren't before, but I feel like you're taking it to a whole new level. So folks, if you aren't seeing what Carl is up to, I think that you should. Carl is launching a big new project, and I'm really excited for him. One of the things I wanted to talk about briefly was the community post that I put in there about my sort of Empire Flippers story. People have been waiting, and I guess I feel good that people are waiting for the 12-month update on the Empire Flippers project. And so what I'm doing is sort of a 4-part written series over on the newsletter. So if you haven't joined the newsletter, the link is in the description, but I'm going to do the videos sort of to culminate everything. But as I was putting it together, it just seemed like the backstory and the why I did it was really important. And it was just too much to try to put into one video as a summary video. And I'm kind of embarrassed about it anyway, about the why. So I just thought I'd put it there and hope that very few people saw it. And I didn't think that many people would see it. And then I went over there to Substack and saw that like 60 people had read it. And I was like, oh God, well, I guess that's out there. The cat's out of the bag. But I'm working on installment number 2 today, and I hope to have it out this week. Podcast, you say, oh, how's the podcast going? And so far, noticed the bug. So I don't see any bugs, and you guys need to stop doing that because you get me every single time because I check every single time. You say there's an ant, and I'm like, what? Where is this thing? And you're going to get me every time. So you guys have to stop doing that. And if you're asking what I mean, it's because of these guys who are doing these. I want to say hello to IELTS Achieve. How's it going? Thanks for dropping in. Carl says, bless you. And I say, you're welcome. You've earned it. But what else do I want to report? Oh, yes. So if you were paying attention in the last couple of weeks, last month, my case study site got hit by the May the 4th update and then had some recovery. And one of the things I did to it was I just stripped everything off of it and I updated the theme. And so I haven't been running ads, any kind, AdSense, Azoic, or anything else. And I just decided in the last couple of days to go ahead and put ads back on because I felt like things were stabilized as they were going to. And I'd always thought that updating the theme with Azoic ads was going to be a big pain. And so, I was sort of dreading doing it and didn't want to do it. And then I decided to just go ahead and do it. And then I reached out to them and say, I'm ready to turn ads back on. What do I need to do? And they said, well, did you stay integrated with DNS? And I said, well, yeah, all I did was change the theme. They're like, oh, it's actually not as difficult. My support person just checked over to make sure I had ad placements in the right places. And it was really the work of a couple of minutes rather than a big dramatic thing. So I guess if you are on a Zoic and you're thinking about changing themes and you're worried about it being terrible, like I was, it just wasn't as terrible as I thought. So ads are back up and running as of yesterday, and I will report back when I know more as far as data and EPMV and how it compares to where things were, before the May the 4th and before I stripped the ads off. Josh said he's worried about the person in the closet, and I knew that people were going to notice maybe what they thought. I don't know. It's going to keep people guessing what that actually means. Pete is not responsible for anything, he says, and that doesn't surprise me. What else? So I've gotten a lot of comments, and you guys will have to let me know what you thought about my 100 subscribers video that I put out earlier this week. It's definitely something different. It's more of like trying to be a YouTuber rather than just being someone who works on websites and then posts on YouTube about it. But I don't know. I just want to have more fun here on YouTube. And people say, well, I'm not interested in YouTube. I'm here because you make websites and we all make websites. And I say, well, we all want to make money, right? Isn't that why we're all here? And so YouTube is another income stream. And if people say they're not interested in making money on YouTube, that's cool. But I think that most folks who have websites, who already have all the skills to build a website, you have the keyword research, you are creating content, you maybe already have a team, you're already creating things in Canva, you basically have all of the tools already to be successful on YouTube. And why would you cut yourself off and not have another income stream if you could? I'm just saying. So that's why I'm going down that road, is who doesn't want to make money online? If we're already here, then why not? Well, I'm looking over at the chat and I see lots of people over there, but what I don't see is your wins and progress for the week. And so I'm looking forward to hearing those, because I am kicking off on a big work day today and I love hearing what you guys are working on. So if you haven't thrown in over there, let's hear it. Really, it's time. Over there, I see Healthman. Simply Selling. I say, hey, what's going on? How is your guys' weeks? Just throw it out there. Like, what if you didn't work? Like, let's hear why not, or what did you work on, or whatever else. This is a chance for everybody to say what's up and what they're working on. Jay wants to know, do you build YouTube channels along any sites? I have a site that came when I bought it and it has a YouTube channel with it. And the channel itself was not that great. And I've been working on creating videos for it and trying to figure out a way to build some momentum with it. It came over with about 100 subscribers. And so it's kind of cool to sort of inherit a channel that already has 100 subs, but then trying to figure out how to fire it up and get some momentum when it's very niche specific. And it's in a niche that I don't know that much about. So I've got some work to do there. Sabine says, for some of us, English is not our first language, so writing is better than speaking on YouTube. That's true. But, as we go far along, and I totally get that English might not be easy to make videos on, but, we definitely we have gained a lot of skills, many of us, about outsourcing. And so you say, oh, well, English is not my strength, but anymore, that doesn't seem to be something that needs to hold us back, just because of what is available out there to help us make that happen. Carl says he's out. I say, hey, Carl, we'll see you soon. Denise said she started making downloads for purchase and they're selling. Woo, that's exciting. I'm going to pat you on the back. Oh, I have to pat myself, but I'm going to pat you on the back for everybody else. An extra 20 to... Okay, so now I do have a bug. Get away. An extra $12 to $20 per day, all profit. That's huge. You say, oh, that doesn't seem like that much for folks who are just starting websites, who haven't hardly made $1 a day, $12 to $20 a day. That's really exciting. So congratulations. I feel like that is a big win because that is something that you can really build. You could totally build on. So Jay says, yeah, I know. Arthur for Arthur Chicago Design. I feel like you told me your name before and I've totally spaced it, but I'm saying hey and what's up? Hey man, what's going on? And Madhusanka Kamara. Did I say that right? Madhusanka? You have to tell me. Oi. Anybody else? We're missing some of the usual suspects, and the reason I hope that they are not here is that they are out and actually working, or out and enjoying themselves and living life. What else? Madhusanka says, can you please mention your favorite plagiarism checking tool? I use Copyscape, and I also this is kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing, but I actually just read the articles carefully when they come back to me because a lot of times I can tell when things seem copied. So if you're reading through the article and the language is a certain way, and then you have a chunk of something that seems different, is written in slightly different, it's sort of disruptive, and that's for me is a big flag that I need to go check something out. So a lot of times it's more about just reading it carefully and looking for places that stick out. And that's okay. So I really do have a bug now. Oh my God. I was like going to do some karate chops in this thing. Like, get back here. I blame Pete for this. I literally blame Pete for this. I literally have a bug and this is Pete's fault. But yeah, I use Copyscape. There are people who will use other tools, but I'm not a huge tool fan. I don't tend to go with a lot of services and the rest. So first I start with my eyes and then look for something that sticks out. But if I feel like the writer is just not trustworthy, or I haven't had a good experience with them, or I just don't know them very well, then I will check it with Copyscape. Josh says he's driving so hard to chat. I don't know what that means. Are you currently driving like a car so you can get someplace where you can pull over and then chat, or you're just trying really hard to chat because the chat is just not that exciting today, and you're like, oh, this is so hard. I don't have anything I want to talk about. Pete says imaginary bugs appearing real. I should just start waving at the screen and then just complain that it's a bug without it being really real. Real question. Oh, Rahul says, how is your niche site organic traffic in initial 4 to 5 months? I'm also working on my niche website and I now get some organic traffic coming from my posts. For me, in the first 3 months, at any time I've started a site, I really don't see a whole lot of anything whatsoever. I had some writers who had actually wrote for my case study site that I post about who had shared it to Facebook. And so sometimes I wonder if that sharing actually helped jumpstart it, because I got a bunch of traffic, like 400 or 500 visits in a week's time on one particular article. But in general, I don't really start seeing anything until about month 4 or 5. And then depending on how many posts I have and how well I have done my keyword research, then I will see the traffic starting to grow from there. But when I have done a poor job at keyword research, meaning picking things that are too competitive, sometimes I don't see anything until month 9, 10, 11, 12. Shake says, hey, and I say, hey, and what's up? Hey, I wanted to say thank you very much for the nice comment, by the way, on one of my recent videos. Just trying to put out some new and different content and to have fun doing it. And so it's nice to have, people say something positive when you're trying new things. Josh says, vehicle driving is life. Well, I'm not going to be like Stuart, .fix and be on here for 2 hours because I got work to do. I have a whole list of stuff that I want to jam out today because I want to go camping this weekend. And so if I just laze around all day today and don't do any of my work, I can't take my kids camping. And that's really all I want to do right now in the summer while the weather is good and while we can, because who knows when things might get locked down again. And while we have the ability to safely go and travel, I want to do that. So far this summer, we have been to the beach multiple times. We've been to the mountain, to the river, the lakes, all the rest. And that's why my hair looks like it does. And that's why I look like extraordinarily brown for what I normally look like here online. But anyway, folks, I've been on only for a couple of minutes. The chat is pretty quiet today, and that is okay. I don't have massive amounts of teaching or value to do, so I'm probably going to pop off. I really just wanted to say hey and check in with anybody who needed to check in. And now that we've done that, I have work to do, and so do y'all. So we'll be back next week, and we will see you soon. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.